Okay, hello. So this little video is going to be about breathing and looking at the seated position for some of the other practices that we're going to take. And the first thing I would like you to do is stand up. So we're looking here at the tailbone position. Your tailbone is right under here, and most people will be like that. Okay, so this is kind of a very, very female thing to do. It's kind of, it sort of pushes the chest out and sticks the bum out a little bit and, makes us feel a little bit sort of, I don't know, something or other. But what it actually does is throw you completely out of alignment. So you're just going to have a little play with rocking the pelvis forwards and tucking the tailbone in. So forwards and backwards. So you get that movement. And you'll notice you might just need to adjust your foot position and bend your knees a little bit. You're going to breathe in as you take the tailbone back into that position, and then you're going to breathe out as you tuck it under. You'll notice also that you start using a little bit of these lower abdominal muscles. So you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so then do a couple of circles. So you're going to go round and really explore the edges of the circle. Okay, so this is what the front version is like. If you're at the side, you're obviously going to stick the bum out and then the hip to the side, and then tuck that tailbone in forwards and then round. Okay, trying to just relax the shoulders whilst you're doing it. You don't have to have your hands on your hips. It can make you feel quite nice. You can sort of feel the muscles going, and it's quite a sensual kind of movement. And you can take it the other way around, okay? Like that. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. So when you feel like you've got the hang of that, we can take that a little further, but for now we're going to let that be. I'm going to turn my stool seated position around and show you what this looks like sitting down. So if we just go to sit down, most people are going to just sort of sit like that. And again, my tailbone is sticking out and my chest is coming up and the whole of the spine is in alignment and my feet are tucked under. Okay, so if I put my feet so that the knees are 90-degree angle to the floor and then tuck my tailbone under, I find myself readjusting quite naturally into a seated position. Okay, at that point, we just want to let go of the glutes, we'll let go of the knees, and let the spine stack itself up quite naturally, and it has a natural curve. So we're not expecting a flat, sort of straight upright back. Actually, it does appear straight upright when you're tucking that tailbone in. Okay, and just let the shoulders relax and the arms, hands loose in the lap. And if you find that you're holding any tension at the bottom of the spine, or in the thighs and hips, then just see if you can release that and really feel your contact with the floor. If you're in a seated position on the floor with a cushion, we're going to go for the same thing, but please be aware of the size of cushion. So if I have my large cushion on the floor, bearing in mind that I have got ample padding here, and depending on your body, you will need different things. I'm going to show you, if I sit down for meditation, and obviously you can sit down in meditation on a chair like we just did a second ago, but if I sit down for meditation on a cushion, what I want is for my pelvis to be a little bit forwards, okay, but not so forwards that I'm doing that and that arching the tailbone and the lower spine. So I just want the cushion to be slanting us slightly forwards, which allows for the tailbone to tuck under and for us to feel a sense of release in the lower spine and the hips and the glutes, okay? So if I stick my bum out like this, if I uncurl the pelvis, uncurl the tail, I'm going to look like this. Again, you get that kind of like exaggerated chest, exaggerated arch. And if I curl my tailbone under, like that, then it's going to be a very nice seated position. Now this is a really good thickness for me. I'm just going to show you what happens if I put too much height in. If I put too much height in, then I'm like this. Okay, that is doing the opposite of what we're trying to do. So I'm now struggling to keep myself upright. And whilst to start with, this is like, oh yeah, it's actually, it's going to give me a lot of backache here. It's counterproductive as we're not getting any sculpting of the muscles down here, and we're not getting any ability to really use them. And then also the tailbone is just like stuck in position. So I want to tuck it under. Okay, now for me, this 2 cushions is too high. For some people, 2 cushions will be like, you pull that tailbone under and it just feels great. All right, so it depends on your makeup. You're going to have to play with that a little bit. So that's your basic position with the tailbone and for meditation, either seated on a chair or seated on a cushion.